girls, I feel like I'm Lauren, you ready or not? I like who got businesses, I'm CEO of mine. 1980 Prezi Rolly, we been working overtime. The witness, the police, the pigs, I don't eat swine. Son of Jacob, this biblical, my flow, the holy God. Save money ground up in the gutter where they found us. Stones in the faint mouth rush. More vacays, more bucks, more race, more foreign trucks, more on a tour bus, more pour cup. Toast to the winners, throw it up.
Juicy, what a drums at.
Biggie, honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad, well, I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Sadiddy. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. These know ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bad, ain't stop it, cause it ain't no eck in it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. Ain't biting my tongue, I can't be no goofy, no victim to none of my enemies. Like honestly, be sending me talk from a stick that'll be when I get to me. My check don't discriminate, still take deposits if you talking Vietnamese. I just be having my way, only care about what the pay tell her say. Urge you wanna be, don't gotta whip it, rag on no petty. Flips like talk with that on your hip, if you ain't gon' rip it or pop it. I'm thinking like show me a benefit. Let me dumb it down, Benjamin. We not equivalent, really bad, looking so innocent. Bossy predicament, I see no biggie.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Chargers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Second down, another run with Taylor. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. On the draw is Taylor. And some room to maneuver. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. The Chargers are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And they were able to tough it out last week, a close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence and they feel like they can continue to get better.
yards remain for second down. Williams, the man in motion left. A give for Taylor, running right side. From here to run. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is going to lose yardage here.
The ball carrier. Taken down back at the 42.
Second and 14. First carry for Raheem Mostert. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
On a jet sweep, here comes Waddle. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Second and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. And the tight end goes in motion left. We're scoreless after one. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
Not really surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Ready, set!
They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Now this one complete on the slant route. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Here we go, here we go. Watch out, man. 52.
They'll try and run for it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. In motion comes the tight end left. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face because He looked up, and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
On second down, it's Taylor. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
The Chargers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. This will be fielded at the 17. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
1st down goal, Seattle.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Know when you riding like we riding with each other. Ain't no I in this, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other. Ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Yellow offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other. the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no hiding. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this, wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded different. Tell them they time is ticking, but we time a fish. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in that pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones here to dance at the beginning, so you know it's...
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles.
Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Chargers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
They run once more with Taylor. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They come up to the line now, facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They're going to look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Oh, a jet sweep to start the drive. Mostert hit and he drops the ball. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 20, 10, and they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll look to throw here. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Of course, he was solid last week. AFC Offensive Player of the Week award. 2 touchdowns in that game.
Yeah, he's playing at a level right now where he's just breaking down defenses. Makes me remember when I was playing and my defensive back coach told me, listen, if you give up a touchdown pass, that's on me. I didn't coach you well enough. If you give up a 2nd one, that's on you. And if there's a 3rd one, I'm getting someone else in the game.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd and 3. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks.
1st down, Seattle.
Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And this throw will be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Chargers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, just turn around and hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a 1st down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
They'll try the left side with Taylor. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
First down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And they'll send Williams in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Williams, the man in motion left. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And some room to run now. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Well, I'd have to say in that situation, they're lined up for a running play. It's only 3rd and 2. Some element of the pass, but that was really well blocked.
Probably call those gravy plays, right, if you're the offensive coordinator?
No doubt about it. All you're trying to do is get the 2 yards necessary for a first down. Then you look up, you've got a whole lot more than that.
Yeah, they did. They got a lot more than that, indeed. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all, 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Completes it to Fant on the right side. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 4th and goal. Evan McPherson on for the field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson from the right hash, and this one just a chip in. McPherson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing at 7-3. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one. You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
To number 82. A gain of 21. And first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Second and 9 now. His throw incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they've obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
To throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Chargers are going to get the football back at their own 17. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So So it's incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
This one into the hands of Pitts. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Seahawks 14, Chargers 3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they...
That's caught inside the 20. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. McPherson's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Okay.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 61 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll try and run. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And I think the offense got it back. They did. Inside the 10-yard line, they avoid disaster.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the move to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time, You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And not that the coach asked me, but I do like the call there to start the drive. Looking for something maybe to jumpstart this offense. And they decide to run a little screen play. Maybe give their running back a little bit of space. Mission accomplished. He turns that into good yardage and a quick first down.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Well, they tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
He'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll send Williams in motion right.
Hey, check that, street.
Ready? Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Got a man, it's Waddle, complete.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check, man.
They'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll set up to throw.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10. Right at the 40.
On the handoff, Taylor. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Quez Watkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
So now a big play coming up as the Chargers are going to go for 2.
Taylor try and run.
But he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now by word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Like 50.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
78 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. One back in the back, and he loses the football a second time. And picked up by the Chargers. There he goes, left side. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. They'll look to throw. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th.
17. Evan McPherson snaps and kickoff.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
Call it no gain on the play and into the 2nd down. Looking to throw.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
To the right side, this is Taylor.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Again, it's Taylor.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Let's go now.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Williams, the man in motion left. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Running left, Taylor. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Ready?
On the draw is Taylor. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
A 28-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He'll look to throw. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete.
And he is out of bounds. 25 seconds to go as he does pick up a first.
Here we go.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Back to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete.
Here we go. Set.
Complete to number 81. A gain of 22.
I guess if you were cheering for the winning side, an outstanding comeback, though, that saw them completely take control and change the outcome of this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many of us saw that coming, the way that they were playing and having the lead after 3 quarters. A little bit of a stunning ending because it wasn't just a one-touchdown swing. It was a multiple touchdown swing for them to end up losing that ball game. Give credit where credit is due. They came off the pace and got it done.
So for the Chargers, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0.